There's something many people often overlook when it comes to the health of their legs, and that is vitamin C. We usually hear about vitamin C boosting the immune system, protecting us from colds, but very few realize it also plays a quiet, vital role, keeping your blood vessels soft, elastic, allowing every drop of blood to flow freely down to your legs. I want you to picture this. The blood vessels in your body are like little winding roads everywhere. If those roads start to crack and weaken, circulation becomes harder. When vitamin C is lacking, the vessel walls lose their flexibility, bruises appear more easily, and the legs feel heavy and numb. I once met a patient in her 60s who often complained that just a light bump on the edge of a table would leave a large bruise on her leg. She always thought, well, maybe that's just part of aging skin. But tests revealed she was severely deficient in vitamin C. After a while of replenishing it with simple foods, an orange, a kiwi, or even just a glass of strawberry juice each morning, her legs slowly regained their strength. Science confirms this too. Vitamin C is essential for the body to produce collagen, the glue fibers that keep blood vessels strong and elastic. And the beautiful part is, you don't have to look far. A single orange, a few slices of bell pepper at dinner, or a handful of kiwi. Sometimes those little things become the key to restoring lightness to every step you take. Did you know there's something many people often overlook when it comes to the health of their legs? And that is vitamin C. We usually hear about it as an immune shield, protecting us from colds and flu. But few realize that vitamin C also plays a quieter, equally important role, keeping your blood vessels soft, flexible, and able to carry blood smoothly down to your legs. I want you to picture this. The blood vessels in your body are like winding little roads stretching everywhere. When those roads are strong and smooth, traveling is easy, but when they begin to crack and weaken, circulation becomes difficult and uneven. That's what happens when vitamin C is lacking. Blood vessels lose their elasticity, bruises appear more easily, and your legs start to feel heavy and tired. I remember one patient, a woman in her 60s, who often complained even the slightest bump against a table corner would leave a large bruise on her leg. She thought it was simply a sign of aging, but after testing, the results showed she was severely deficient in vitamin C. Together, we adjusted her diet, a glass of orange juice in the morning, a few slices of kiwi, and some red bell peppers in her dinner. Just a few months later, she returned with a bright smile, telling me her legs no longer bruised so easily, and the heaviness she once felt had faded away. Science has confirmed this. Vitamin C is essential for your body to create collagen, the glue fibers that keep blood vessels strong and elastic. Without collagen, vessel walls are like bricks without mortar, easily weakened. But the good news is you don't need to look far. Everyday foods, oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, even a handful of leafy greens, are nature's medicine for nourishing your blood vessels and your legs. So let me ask you, how long has it been since you last paid attention to the vitamin C in your meals? Sometimes just one orange, a glass of strawberry juice, or a few slices of kiwi on the table is enough to gift your legs with strength and resilience. And if you've been feeling your legs tire too quickly or bruising more often without clear reason, ask yourself, is my body quietly reminding me to add more vitamin C? If this message resonates with you, I invite you to take one small step today. Maybe a glass of fresh orange juice or a bowl of strawberries shared with someone you love. Often it's the simplest things that unlock the greatest relief in every step you take. And if you'd like to know you're not alone on this journey, come join me. Just hit the subscribe button. Week after week, I'll be sharing stories, science, and gentle reminders that your body still has the strength to thrive no matter your age. Maybe you also know a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who needs to hear these words today. Share this video with them, because sometimes hope begins with just one story. And before you leave, take a deep breath. Feel your feet firmly pressing against the face. Have you ever noticed, sometimes in the middle of the night, you wake up because your calf suddenly cramps, or your hands tingle as if thousands of tiny needles are pricking them? Many people assume it's just a part of aging, but the deeper truth is, your body is trying to speak to you. And one of the silent conductors behind these signals is something called vitamin B6. I often describe B6 as a bridge. It's the messenger between your brain and your muscles. Without it, the message doesn't arrive clearly and your muscles misfire. They cramp, tighten, or go numb without warning. One of my patients once shared with me, "Doctor, I wake up at night with sharp pain in my calves, and in the morning my hands feel heavy like I can't grip as well as before." When I looked at her diet, I realized she was missing foods rich in B6. After just a few weeks of adding bananas, salmon, and a little turkey to her meals, along with a gentle supplement, she came back and said, "My sleep is so much more peaceful now, and those painful nights are behind me." What's fascinating is that B6 doesn't work alone. It's also a teammate that helps your body use magnesium more effectively. And as you may know, magnesium is the mineral that prevents cramps, helping your muscles relax and contract smoothly. Without B6, magnesium can't unlock its full potential. So sometimes the real issue isn't that you lack magnesium, it's that you're missing the very key that turns it on, vitamin B6. I want you to picture this, an orchestra without a conductor. The musicians play out of sync, the sound is chaotic. That's exactly what happens in your body when you don't have enough B6. The signals get scrambled, the muscles misbehave, and you're left with discomfort and restless nights. But once the conductor returns, harmony is restored. Have you ever had nights like that, waking up with painful cramps, and in the morning your legs feel less steady? If so, maybe it's time to think about vitamin B6. Not as some distant pill, but as a simple, quiet presence woven into your daily life. A banana, a piece of salmon, a bit of turkey on your plate. Sometimes it's these small, ordinary choices that hold the secret to stronger steps, deeper sleep, and a calmer, more... Have you ever walked through your own home, a place you know by heart, and suddenly the lights seemed blurry, your vision a little dim, and one small misstep almost made you lose your balance? Many people believe fading eyesight is simply part of aging. But from my perspective, after years of listening to the body, it's more than just the passage of time. It's your body whispering for help, calling for an old friend named vitamin A. Vitamin A may sound unfamiliar, but it quietly nourishes both your eyes and your muscles. I often tell my patients, think of your eyes as the lamp that guides each step you take. If that light grows dim, not only does your vision suffer, but your confidence in walking begins to fade too. I once met a woman in her 60s who struggled with dry eyes and nearly tripped several times in her own backyard. When we adjusted her diet, adding a little liver, carrots, sweet potatoes, and dark leafy greens, within just a few months she came back to me and said, "Doctor, I see so much more clearly around the house now, and my body recovers faster when I get tired." The beautiful thing about vitamin A is that it doesn't just sharpen your vision. It also helps your muscle tissues heal, helping your body bounce back from fatigue. Without it, not only do your eyes become weaker, but your recovery slows, as if your inner vitality is quietly slipping away. I want you to imagine this. Life in your 60s or 70s can still feel bright, steady, and full of confidence, if you give your body what it needs. Vitamin A isn't something rare or unreachable. It may be right there on your plate, in a bowl of greens, a sweet potato, or a small piece of liver that you've overlooked for years. Have you ever felt that moment when blurred vision made you hesitate, afraid that one fall might take away your independence? If so, remember this. Sometimes the key is hidden in the simplest things. A touch of vitamin A to bring the light back to your eyes, strength back to your steps, and color back to your life. Have you ever felt your legs grow heavy, each step weighed down, as if blood couldn't quite reach every corner of your muscles? Or maybe those midnight cramps that jolt you awake, leaving your calves tight and sore, only to carry that dull ache into the morning? Many people think it's simply age, but in truth, the body is whispering something. Our blood vessels are asking for a little lubrication. And in the world of nutrition, the name I always turn to is omega-3. The fascinating thing is, omega-3 isn't even a vitamin, yet I place it among the strongest cramp fighters. It's like a thin layer of oil that keeps the wheels turning smoothly, helping our blood flow freely without blockage or stiffness. When circulation improves, our muscles receive the nourishment they need, and those sudden spasms fade away. I once had a patient, a former Navy sailor, who told me that after every walk his legs felt like they were burning. He had simply accepted it as part of life, But just a few months after adding salmon, mackerel, and flax seeds into his meals, he returned with a smile. "Doctor, it feels like cool water is flowing through my body. The soreness in my legs is fading and I feel younger, like I've regained a few years." Science offers us a simple explanation. Omega-3 reduces inflammation, keeps our blood vessels flexible, and ensures oxygen-rich blood reaches every cell. Imagine each cell as a tireless worker, and omega-3 as the steady supply truck bringing the materials right on time, so the work never has to stop. I want you to picture this. Life after 60 doesn't have to mean living with cramps, fatigue, or hesitant steps. Just 2 or 3 servings of fatty fish a week, or a sprinkle of chia or flax seeds over your morning oatmeal, can open up a whole new flow of vitality in your body. Have you ever had days when heavy legs made you hesitate to step outside? If so, remember this. Sometimes the answer isn't far away. It might be in a piece of salmon or a spoonful of tiny seeds. Simple things that can create powerful change. Omega-3 not only cares for your heart, but also gives you back the freedom in every step you take. If this message has touched you, I want you to know you are not alone on this journey. Thousands of people your age are rediscovering their strength, their balance, their joy, simply by paying attention to these little keys of health. So if you've ever felt the tremble in your legs, the weight in your steps, or the silence of forgotten energy, let's walk this path together. I'll be here, sharing stories, science, and gentle reminders that your body still longs to thrive. If this resonates with you, I warmly invite you to join our community by subscribing so we can continue this conversation week after week. And if you know someone, a friend, a sibling, a neighbor, who might need these words, share this video with them. Sometimes hope is just one story away. And now, before you go, take a deep breath. Feel your feet pressing against the ground. And remember, every step you take today is a step toward a stronger tomorrow.